Hi, my name is Carrie Gibson and I teach in the science department, and this is Teacher Features. The technology that I'm going to speak about is called Wiki, and here at Moreau we've used a software called Wikispaces. I decided to use Wikispaces in my classes because I wanted to find a web tool that the kids could use to collaborate and share information in one location, and something that was easy, user-friendly, didn't take a lot of training, and you could upload it really quickly and see the results instantly. The classes that I'm using Wiki in are kinesiology and anatomy and physiology. Let's take a look and we can see how I'm actually using them in my classes. So this is the home page to my kinesiology class, and on the main page is where I'm going to put information for the students, kind of guiding them in what they're going to be doing. So for example, our first entry was a splinting project, and if you go over to the left you can see where each of the class periods are listed. So if you click up there, then that gives the page for that class period. And in this assignment the students were learning about how to splint a fracture, and we'd gone through and learned all the principles and guidelines, and then they had to make a movie demonstrating that they understood those guidelines and were able to actually splint properly and record that. And then all the students were able to upload their videos on here, and that's how they turned them in. So here's an example from my 5th period class where they did the splinting video. So the students had to introduce themselves. So in that scene they depict how the person hurt themselves. So here the students are working together to apply the splint. So here's the part of the video where the students are actually putting on the splint, applying the guidelines that they learned about splinting. What I like about this format is that it gives a permanent record of this activity. In the past when I did this, the students did it in front of me. I should turn it off. The students did it in front of me and I assessed it, but there was no documentation of it. So now we have it in a video format, and then the students can go back and look at it and say, how would I have done this differently? What did I leave out? When they compare that to the rubric that I used to grade it, and they can see where their mistakes were and reflect on how they would do it differently if they did it again. Also, it's a great way for students to look at each other's videos and see how other students did things and learn from the different ways splints can be applied. And the wiki makes this all possible because the students can easily download this or upload this onto the wiki, and all the students can use it and review other students' work. I also think this will be a good tool to use for next year, and students can go back and look at previous movies and say, okay, this is an A paper, or this video made all the requirements, and then they can get some ideas of how they can make sure that they do the same thing. And also showing ones that maybe where students left things out, and then they can reflect on that. This is my anatomy class wiki, and on this wiki so far we've really been focusing on the discussion component of this wiki. So let's take a look at that. In this discussion assignment, the students watched a video on vaccines and the HIV evolution. The assignment was to post a reflection after they viewed the video, and also to make a response on somebody else's reflection. The students did a really nice job, and you could see that they had actually watched the video. It was a homework assignment, and then their postings that they made were very thought-provoking. And then I went back through and I was able to read the post and read the comments that the students made on each other's. This wiki format allows me to have a discussion format that is easy for the kids to do. It's all in one place, and it's also easy for me to check on them and see how the discussion is going. And I too can also post a reflection if I feel like it was needed. And that's it, and thank you for watching Teacher Features.